Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 19 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with career mode. Round 14, Aragon. We're getting towards the end of the season now, and we've got a nice lead in the championship, so let's see if we can maintain that momentum going forward and continue building on our lead, and then we should win. So, not been plain sailing here. I had to go through Q1. I managed to get through Q1, obviously. I'm in Q2 now. The KTM does not feel good around here. It feels really awkward around here. It's just understeering. It's not really stopping too well. So it's not going well. I'm not having a good time with the KTM around Aragon. So who knows what's going to happen here. It might be one of those races where we do damage limitation again. But yeah, it's just not working well for me at all. On course for beating my own time slightly at the moment. I mean, in FP3 they were doing 148.0, so ideally I need to try and get in the 147s. But I couldn't do that in FP3. I couldn't even do any of the development tests. Couldn't set a quick enough time. It was just all feeling just really, really awkward in FP3. Almost went in too hot though. I did go in too hot. Almost went off track though. That would have invalidated my lap time. But yeah, the KTM feels horrible around here. So onto the back straight we go. So yeah, like I said, not many races left of the season. This is round 14. We'll be doing 15 after this, which will be Buriram. And then it's just a few races left to go after that. So through the final corner we go. And there we go, 147.9. Is that going to be enough though? Apparently not. 0.7 off, so we're down in 7th place. That is the front of the third row. So not great. Okay, Aragon.
On the favourite riders for today. A few minutes to go, and finally the spectacle will begin.
Right, what have you got for me, Aragon? So going for a medium front, a soft rear. See how we get on. Let's try and do this. Alright, here we go. Is the soft rear going to help me? Oh, no, it's not. That was a crap start. We made up a few places into turn 1, snuck through into 4th. So that was fine. Crap start, but we did make quite a few places up through turn 1 and up to 3rd place. So yeah, that soft rear is going to help me in the opening stages of the race. It may fall apart towards the end of the race, but oh, Rins just pushed me wide there. Thank you very much. So Rossi's leading, Crutchlow is second. Can I go with these guys, or are they just going to pull away? I have no idea, but we will find out. We've got to do 8 laps around here. It's going to be one of those races. Yeah, I don't like Aragon as it is, so starting quite far down and struggling just makes me hate it even more. But if I had to choose between this and Valencia, that's actually a really tough one. I think I'd rather have, I don't know, no idea. They're both pretty bad. Right, on to the back straight, following Crutchlow really wide on the curb there. So we've actually got a gap behind us, which is good, to 4th place. Crutchlow and Rossi are still just ahead, but there's just that little gap that's emerging. Can I close it up at the final corner? Not really, spinning up the rear. 149.5, 150.5, so I was a second slower than Rossi on that lap. Okay. But they just look like they're just starting to edge away a little bit more. So I don't really know if I'm going to be able to do anything here. It may be a case of just staying in third. I will keep pushing, of course, see if we can close that gap back down, but it is 0.9. But yeah, the KTM just feels really, really awkward around here. It's not turning that well. It's not stopping that well. And it just doesn't really feel that fast. So yeah, they are really pulling away now. Over a second. Although we look like we're closing on the brakes there, but I have gone in too hot, so that don't help. Okay, so down into the horrible chicane. Right, 1.3, so they are pulling away. 0.7 back to Marquez in fourth. I mean, the only good thing about the guys up ahead, Rossi and Crutchlow, is that neither of them are title contenders at the moment. So it doesn't matter. If we stay in third, we will still extend our lead. So it's not a massive, massive thing if we end up third. It would be nice to get back on the top step, but points are better than nothing. I'm just going to push for another couple of laps, see if we can close that gap down. Because that gap looks already like it's come down. So I think we do actually have the pace to close these guys down and maybe be able to fight with them. That gap has definitely come down. But yeah, acceleration wise, the KTM doesn't feel that quick. I even changed the ratio slightly just to make them a bit shorter, and it's just, yeah, it's not liking it. But we're not that far behind. Is Crutchlow going to dive for the inside, or is Rossi just taking a wide sweeping line? He is. Okay. Now on the brakes. This corner has just been pissing me off the whole time we've been doing this this race. And in FP3 and in qualifying. Just because the braking markers aren't really in the right place for where you need to brake on this game. They may technically be in the right place, but when you try and brake there, you just overshoot the corner. So you have to kind of judge it a bit further back than the actual braking marker, which is a right pain in the ass. Yeah, it's a horrible corner anyway. Right. We have closed the gap down a little bit. We were a little bit closer, but we've made a couple of mistakes. So, set the fastest lap of the race, 1:47.6. Let's see if we can do some damage then. Let's try and get past these guys and get into the lead if I can. We're on lap 4 of 8. On the brakes. Oh, Crutchlow's gone in too hot there. Can I sneak through? Not quite. Maybe underneath him on the brakes? No. If we can get past him, then we will be able to fight with Rossi as well. That wasn't a good entrance there. Yeah, the tyres are starting to wear already, and the bike is feeling even worse now. I think we may have just had like a 1 lap window of opportunity. Yeah, that's a mistake, and we got a penalty for that as well, 0.2, and that's let them off the hook as well. And that's allowed Marquez to close back in as well. So we've got penalty, and we've lost loads of time. 1.1 again. Bollocks. Right. Can I close that gap back down? I don't know, because the KTM is starting to feel not so good anymore. I know it didn't feel great anyway on this track, but it's starting to feel even worse. I mean, maybe I should have gone for the hard rear, but I just wanted a soft rear just to kind of give me the best opportunity at the start. Because the way that the AI works with this game, it seems if you can get in front of someone, they don't tend to get past you, but if they're in front of you to begin with, they kind of just pull away. So I thought, well, if I go for a soft, at least I can get past a few people straight away. And yeah, that's basically what's happened. So a second exactly to Crutchlow. And we need to keep an eye on the gap behind because, of course, we got that 0.2 of a second penalty. And we need to make sure that that gap behind doesn't get too close, that we end up actually down in fourth. Or even further, because there's a few riders with him as well. So yeah, we've lost even more time there, 1.3. Unfortunately, we're not going to catch him now. We are not going to catch him. I'm still just going to keep pushing just on the off chance that we can, but that rear is all over the place. It is not happy. Marquez is fighting for fourth, so he's got some company there. Still a second behind, but 1.8 now. We've lost another half a second. My run at trying to fight for the lead has come to an end for this race. Just have to try and keep it nice and steady. Try and conserve that rear tyre a little bit more. Make sure it doesn't completely go. I've put traction control up to 4 now. So that's going to help with tyre conservation for a little bit. But yeah, not having a fun time here on the KTM. Haven't quite decided who I'm going to go with next season. I do have an idea, but again, it's whether we actually get the offer of a contract from them. It might be completely different teams, so depending on the team, yeah, I've got a couple of ideas in mind, so hopefully it'll be at least one of the selections that we get, one of the contracts we get offered. We have to wait and see. Still got the rest of this season to do aboard the KTM. Yeah, rear is squirming all over the place. Still got 1.1 second lead over Marquez. It's 1.6 to Crutchlow, so it's actually come down 0.2 of a second, but we're about to get to the part where I'm really struggling. Struggling to get the bike stopped and turned, and really struggling to get it fired out as well. Crutchlow all over the outside curve. It's 1.8 again, so it's gone back up. And it's 0.8 back to Marquez, so that gap is coming down. We've got 2 laps to go. Can we hold on to third? Can we at least sneak a podium? Not if that happens. Luckily we didn't get an extra penalty for that one, but that's lost us time. 2.1 to the leaders now. Just the rear came around at the wrong time there. I can hear the Honda. We are in trouble. Trouble is, if I had gone for the harder compound rear, we would have been all over the place straight away, because when I've tried using a harder compound in the past for the KTM, it's just not really worked very well. .9, 0.6 to Marquez, but it's actually only 0.4. Penultimate lap. Can we hold on? Through this long left for the penultimate time. Come on. Try and get the braking done for the next corner. The horrible corner. Turn number 12. Okay, through the bus stop chicane again. Onto the back straight. Right, come on. We've just got to survive one more lap. It's actually only 0.4 again back to Marquez. It says 0.6, but obviously taking in consideration that penalty, it's only 0.4. A bit wide, but that's fine. Try not to do what I done last lap. Just have to be a bit more gentle with the throttle. Right. 1 lap to go. 3 seconds up the road is Crutchlow and Rossi. Turn 1. Done. So this is it. The final lap. If we can hold on to this, I'll be happy with that. Considering where I was in FP3 and having to go through Q1, this hasn't turned out too bad at all. Okay. 1.1. Okay, that gap's gone back up. The gap to the leaders has come down to 2.7. Into the reverse corkscrew for the final time. Now it feels like they've really closed in again. Need the exit. Oh no, don't want to be doing that. That's a mistake. Try and brake a bit later. No, I'm not stopping. Oh, fuck. Wow. That pretty much sums up the race weekend here at Aragon. And it wasn't a massive crash, so I'm going to finish. Amazing. Wow. So we're going to lose a shitload of points this time round. We're going to gain 2 points. That's if I can even stay here in 14th place. Rossi has won. So Crutchlow second, Marquez third. Final lap as well. That's because I made a mistake at the corner before. Just trying to make it up too much on the brakes. Don't fist pump because you got a crap result. Dovey in fourth.
Let's take a look at the final ranking of today's race.
Can't believe that. Final lap. Still got a 51-point lead though. I was expecting it to be a bit less than that. That's alright. Oh, we dropped down a third though, and we've lost a few points there in the Constructors' Championship.
Considering how today's race went, a little disappointment is more than understandable.
A little.
The rider and mechanics are going to be talking long into the night so that this team can have better results next time out.
Huh. Right, Bury Rams next. Hopefully we can be a bit stronger this time round at Bury Ram. Let's go to qualifying. Much better. Much better. Quickest in FP3. Straight through to Q2. We've just set the fastest lap so far, but we can go a bit quicker than that. Alright, come on. We need a good lap. Front 2 rows would be good. And on to the next little straight. Through the left. 0.3 under my own time. Oh no, it's 0.3 under the pole position time because we've dropped down to 10th now. So we are looking good for a quick time. Down to 11th. We're probably going to drop right down to 12th now. So that first lap was not really a great lap. But we are looking like we may pull it back. So yeah, we're just under the time at the moment. But I do feel that the AI are usually a little bit quicker than me in this final sector. So we may end up further up the field, but not on pole position. Okay, run to the line. 4th. That's second row.
Let's have a look at the times.
So ended down in 5th. So middle of the second row. 0.4 off.
MotoGP riders are ready to start the race.
It is a wet track, so we're having a wet race. This is going to be an interesting race because we've done no wet practice. Who knows what's going to happen?
The lap has just finished and the riders have taken their places on the starting grid. The Thai Grand Prix is about to start.
Right then, come on, let's try and do it. Let's try and have a good race. Here we go. Oh, that's an Aprilia really high then as we get underneath and past DeVizioso into second place. Jack Miller is leading. 9 laps to do around here. And the brakes. Am I a bit too late? A little bit. Way too hot actually. So I lost a bit of time there. So DeVizioso in 3rd. Thing is, I need to try and stay as close to Jack as I can. Because when the track dries out, we should hopefully be able to go quicker than the AI. But have to wait and see. Miller's got half a second on me. So Alicia Spargaro aboard the Aprilia. He is up to 3rd place. That is some good going there. Okay, so the KTM is not doing what I want it to do in the wet. Definitely having some problems. So 0.7 is the gap to Miller. He is pulling away. But I'm not going to panic just yet because in a few laps time, hopefully when the track dries out a little bit, you should be able to just start closing back in again. So I can't let him get too far ahead. So 136.4 and 137.3, so it's 0.9 slower than Jack Miller on the opening lap. Too hot into turn 1. That's cocked up my exit. So that, yeah, Jack's gone now. Jack has gone. That gap is going to be well over a second. 1.4. Not good. 0.7 back to Alish on the Aprilia. Oh shit, that was too late on the brakes there. That's another mistake. And Alicia's going to come past. There he goes. That's a good going for Alicia at the moment, if he can stay there. I'll tell you what, he's starting to pull away as well. Whoever's next up, they're not too far behind either. So half a second to Alicia. It's 0.3 to Morbidelli in 4th. So Franco Morbidelli in 4th place. I just see DeVizioso outside the points. So I don't think DeVizioso's having a good time. Miller 134.5. 136.9 for me. I know I made that mistake, but that was an abysmal lap. That is not good. Alicia's pulling away. Thing is, can I even stay in 3rd? Because Morbidelli is closing pretty quick. That's Rossi now in 4th. Marquez 5th. Oh, I don't know. Really struggling. Rossi's trying to come through. Try and stay ahead for as long as I can, but I think it's yeah, a bit inevitable what's going to happen next. But I do feel we're about to lose another place. He's all over the back of me. So we may struggle to get on the podium here. The track is starting to dry out, but unfortunately it's not drying out quick enough. Get into the final corner. Oh, Rossi went in too hot there. 1:34.2 for Miller. He's getting quicker and quicker. 1:35.4. It's not quick enough. Through turn 1, that was much better. So we've pulled away from Rossi again. So maybe, just maybe, we might be able to hold on to 3rd place. I don't want to do what happened at Aragon. I need to make sure we make this one count. But can I close back in on a leash? Because he's not really pulling away anymore. That gap has kind of stabilised. About 0.6, 0.7 of a second. I'm going to try and see if I can catch him and try and nab that 2nd place back off him. Marquez is now in 4th. Through the double right. Come on. We're getting towards the end of the season. We don't want to start having DNFs now. We've had 1. Well, not really, because we still scored 2 points, so that's fine. Alicia's pulling away though, we are not catching him. 1:33.9 for Miller. 1:34.7 for me, so I am getting quicker. My lap times are coming down, just not as quick as Miller's are. Too hot in the turn 1 again. And Alicia's going a little bit quicker than me as well because he's just pulling away. We are looking at 3rd place at the moment. The guys behind start going a bit quicker, which they look like they are. Petrucci just half a second behind. We're on lap 5 on 9. Yeah, 2nd place is definitely gone. 1.3. 0.7 back to Petrucci now. Right, through. Here we go. 1.5 is the gap to Espargaro. Come on. I feel like we're pulling away from 4th again though. So 1:33.7 this time for Miller. He really is just getting quicker and quicker lap by lap. 1:34.5, so I was a little bit quicker as well, but again, nowhere near as quick as Miller. So I think Miller is on course to win this one. On lap 6 of 9 now. Yeah, that gap to Alicia's kind of stabilised as well. 1.1 back to Petrucci. We are pulling away. So I think we might be safe for 3rd. Tyres aren't doing too bad. Just do this for another few laps and we should be absolutely fine. 1.2. Yeah, the track's not drying as quick as I was expecting it to. I was expecting it to be a bit drier by now, but it isn't. I think that's why maybe I'm just struggling for pace a little bit. They've caught me back up. That's not good. half a second, 2 seconds to a leash. We need to start pushing again just to try and get away from them. Into the final corner again. We're going to start lap number 7, 1:33.5 for Miller. He's got another 2 tenths of a second quicker, 1:34.3 for me. I've got another 2 tenths of a second quicker as well. But still in the 34s, whilst Miller is comfortably in the 33s. I don't know what lap times they're doing behind, but they are closing. .8. Come on, let's just keep pushing now to the end of the race. We've only got a couple laps left after this one. Let's just salvage a 3rd place. And get some points back on Marquez and Dovizioso because Miller, although he won the first race of the season and was a threat to begin with, he's no longer a championship threat. Elish isn't either because he's quite far down in the standings. So our main championship rivals are behind us. One of them 0.8 behind. Don't actually know where Dovizioso is. He's oh, are you kidding me? Wow. Well, that was a pretty big crash, so that's a retirement. So Marquez 4th, Dovizioso, he was inside the top 10. 9th place for Dovi, so 44. Wow, 2 crashes in a row. We've really messed that up now. Team Championship is long gone. Dropped down to 4th. Just 15 points in the Constructors' Championship now. Obviously Miller won the last race, that race on a Ducati. It's all going wrong. It's falling apart right towards the end of the season. Okay, well, yeah, it's all gone wrong. Right, Red Bull Rookies Cup, Pasquale is leading that from Yuki Kuni 2nd, Noguchi 3rd, Carlos Tate 4th, and Salvador in 5th place. Over to Moto 3, you got Canet leading that from Messia in 2nd, Dallaport 3rd, Antonelli 4th, and Toba in 5th place. Canet has just signed for the Moto 2. Moto 2 is now Schrotter leading Baldassare, Alex Marquez, Luti, and Augusto Fernandez. And then over to MotoGP. I'm still leading that. We haven't really lost a huge amount of points despite our crashes, but Dovi 2nd, Marquez 3rd, Rossi 4th, and Miller in 5th. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. See you guys next video. See you.